Everybody, and thank you so much for having us here today. My name is Nick Greenfield. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Candid Pro. We are deeply grateful to be partnering with Fortune and all the Fortune coaches, and of course, all the Fortune clients out there. We are a clear aligner system that is built for general dentists. We are the first of our kind. I know there are dozens of clear aligner systems out there. Many of you are probably using one of our competitors today. Adam, our Senior Director of Strategic Accounts, is going to walk you through the Candid Pro solution, the technology that we bring to bear, and why this is really the first differentiated aligner that has come out to help you transform your practice and go from, one or two cases on average per month to 5 or 10, or from 10 to 20. There's a lot that we bring to bear beyond the plastic, and I'm excited again for Adam to walk you through that. So thanks for having us, and Adam, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thanks, Nick, and thanks, Team Fortune. We're excited to be here with you guys today. We'd like to start by just saying, how often do you see this in your practice? We realize that this is, a problem in the dental practice as we're seeing these malocclusions all day long, and they're just going untreated at on the dental level, and we're just trying to find ways to better support that engagement, better support the conversation. As you guys all know, 75% of patients present some form of malocclusion and can benefit from treatment. So what are the reasons that we're starting only, one case per month, 1 to 2 cases per month on average? That's what we're seeing through the Fortune relationship. There may be some of you that are doing more, but that's kind of what's going on. We feel like there's a lot of reasons behind that, right? Number one is being cost of treatment to the patient. We hear that most often. Also, we hear like convenience of treatment, going through, basically a year of coming back to the dental office every 4, 6, 12 weeks. These can present certain challenges and certain issues. Other issues we hear within the practice is just quality of care. Are we finishing cases on time? Compliance, practice support. And then we also hear clinical uncertainty. Is this a good case for me to treat? What are going to be the challenges and pitfalls with this type of malocclusion? So we see a lot of dentists that aren't starting cases because of those reasons, and this is something that we're trying to solve for as a business. So when you look at Candid Pro, what you can expect is just more profitability, more efficiency, and more predictability, less of what you don't want, meaning attachments, additional aligners, all the challenges that come with some of the other products that are out there. So what do you think about profitability? On average, most dentists are producing about $150 to $250 per profit visit with other aligner companies. And with Candid Pro, we're over $1,600 per visit. So really making a huge impact on the profitability, sometimes 4 to 10x with Candid Pro. Now, how we're doing that is through a series of manufacturing, monitoring, and mechanics that we'll talk about next. So when you think about efficiency, we're eliminating up to 89% of office visits through our monitoring system, which is the only FDA-approved monitoring system we'll talk about here soon. When you think about, digital workflow, there's no setup requirement. We take any type of scanner that's out there. No matter what you have, we can take a scan from. So it just really is about digital workflow and impacting compliance and just really making an impact on the patient experience. So from a predictability standpoint, 98% of our cases finish with 1 or less refinement. We also have the ability to have orthodontic oversight on all of our cases, and we minimize the need for attachments and IPR. So when you think about profitability, we look at, on average, the national orthodontic case fee is around $5,000. With our competitors, you have about 13 to 20 office visits, which really brings that profit per visit down to around $200 per visit. With Candid Pro, most of our cases are seen with 2, 3, 4 office visits. So really making a huge impact on that profit per visit up to $1,643, becoming one of the highest, most profitable procedures you can do within the practice. So what we're trying to do is we give patients everything you need up front with it comes from basically all the aligners, whitening foam, aligner carrying case, our scan box, which is our pro monitoring system, and the ability to adapt every smartphone and scan every single aligner to let you know when it's time to go to the next one. So when you think about the product, comparing our comprehensive product to the leading aligner company in 2022 pricing, we've seen pricing continue to raise over the years. We also see services continue to decrease. So with our product, I'm not going to go through this line item by line item, but you'll see that we have all the benefit and all the features as other aligner companies, and even going ahead of that in a lot of areas by our treatment planning, our coaching, and our marketing aspect. So just really want to make sure that you understand you're getting everything from our aligner company and more. So when you think about efficiency, we want to talk about the CANDID monitoring system. It's the only FDA cleared remote monitoring technology on the market. So instead of patients coming back and forth to the office so that you can look in the mouth and see if the aligner is seated, you're able to have more control by having them log on at home through their smartphone camera and use this ScanBox adapter to see every single aligner, how it engages with the aligners on and off. It takes about 2 minutes to scan. It's very easy for the patient to do. And that way they scan every single aligner and then it's time to move to the next one so they know before they change out aligners at home. So what this is doing is giving you more control and more access to the patients without them having to drive back and forth, take time off work, and come into the practice, stuck in traffic, all the different aspects of an inconvenience they have today, coming back and forth to the office. We eliminate that and create a better patient experience. But not only that, we give the dentist more control and an understanding of how treatment is progressing with every single aligner. So what we do is this kind of is an example of what we're looking at through our ScanBox adapter. You adapt to the smartphone, the patient will scan basically a buccal and occlusal views. We'll be able to analyze, has the tooth movement occurred within the aligner? And are we getting the exact movement we want now currently? So it's time to progress to the next one. What this does is it eliminates that aligner lag and it eliminates the fact of, let's say a patient seats an aligner and it sits quite off the bicuspid. We don't really notice it. We don't use a chewy or something to put it into place properly. That continues to get worse throughout treatment. And then you're actually could be pushing teeth in the wrong direction, which this is one of the reasons we have, additional aligner cases that can be similar to our start or to where we were at the beginning. So really a great reason for why to scan, why to finish on time, and put that compliance back into the hands of the patient, which just creates a better experience for the doctor in practice when it comes to finishing on time. So here you can see we're taking the guesswork out of this case. A red square is where you have your baseline. The green circles, it's time to proceed to the next aligner, whether they're wearing it 1 week or 2 weeks. Then if they were to get to a point where they didn't wear it enough, like you see here on 7, where they didn't wear it enough, so they wore it an extra week. Then they get to 8, same thing happened, had a little bit of lag here, whether this was a patient on vacation or something. You see that you could have additional challenges where they don't wear them enough. Now, if this was a normal case where you gave a patient 6 aligners, they would go through 6 and be fine. Through 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they would have gotten so far off course that the patient would have come back in the office, had to do a mid-course correction or additional aligners, and kind of been challenged there. So this actually eliminates the need for the guesswork and will reduce the amount of refinements you have, which is something that is just hugely impactful, not only for profitability for the practice, finishing on time, but for that patient experience. When you think about predictability, we have every case reviewed by a US-based licensed orthodontist, so you can stay completely confident that we're giving you a predictable treatment result. With CANDID Pro, we're not going to show you a computer simulation of the teeth moving in a way that's not going to be congruent to what aligners can do from a force system. We're going to have the expert come in and talk to you. If there's any challenges, you can set up a one-on-one virtual coaching session so you can find out why the orthodontist moves teeth a certain way. This actually gives you the ability to learn as much as you want, or just be understandable and reliable and safe in the fact that you had a specialist review and stamp your treatment plan. So when you think about our comprehensive protocols, it's minimally invasive movement. We want to use minimal IPR and attachments through our innovative mechanics system through our manufacturing. But we also want to let you know that you have all the safety features here from a predictable standpoint, whether it's bite ramps, attachments, IPR, button cutouts for class 2 and class 3 elastics. We have all the features that you would want in an aligner company and more. So our straight trim line, extended trim line is something that only we can do. And this is something that we've been able to produce with, the fact of carbon M1 printers and a less than 60 micron of air treatment, really engaging those embrasures and undercuts. Other companies have produced scallop trim lines for years, but they've also had 3 to 700 micron of error, and they're 3D printing. So by an innovative printing system, we're able to really engage all two surfaces, use those embrasures and undercuts to turn the tooth into an attachment, and eliminate the need for a lot of additional attachments and IPR. This gives us a really increased force, and it allows us to grab the tooth in a way that really helps us, tip and translate teeth in a predictable manner. And what this does is it just gives you a lot more predictability when you're moving teeth. So when you think about finishing cases, we also have our permaform retainers. I know a lot of you guys may print retainers in-house, which is great. We just want to let you know that we have a system out here that's not only accurate, durable, and dependable for your patients that have gone through CANDID treatment, or maybe patients that just need retainers. This is available for everybody, and it's very competitive from a pricing standpoint. And you'll understand it's extremely comfortable, and we have great reviews from this retainer system. So what's next? Getting started is as easy as agreeing to go through some workflow trainings. We want to help support not only the conversation with the patient, identifying the right cases, identifying patients, but just kind of an ongoing education program that really just helps us support the messaging, supports patient conversions, and supports this practice growth that we're all looking for today. Our pricing is highly competitive. We don't ever want to get price. We don't ever want to let price get in the way of starting cases and signing up doctors. So we offer Fortune our gold pricing here. Our retail and our standard offer is like $14.99. We start the Fortune doctors out at $1274.15 or higher. If you guys see here where our platinum, this is based off of a 6-month tier of cases. If you see our platinum, if you're running with the rate of our platinum or our diamond pricing, we will match that status as well. And we want to make sure that if you're doing, the volume there, that you have a good price, and we're supporting you there on that front. Getting started is very easy. Just if you'd like, you can reach out to myself. Here's my email and mobile phone number. And also Jordan Shaheen, our head of revenue strategy. Here's his email and phone number as well. We want you to scan the QR code. You can get direct contact with their information, and we'll set up a view. We have coverage in AEs in most markets. If we don't have an AE in that market, we have our team from strategic accounts, as well as our internal remote team that can help you guys get help you guys get signed up, start with some trainings, and start identifying patients and really make an impact on your growth and strategy coming out of this meeting. So we look forward to working with all of you guys, and we're excited about this opportunity to work with Fortune and help grow these accounts through this aligner system. So thank you guys for the time today, and we look forward to connecting soon.